So, what really gets you out of bed in the morning? And I don't mean the alarm clock. I'm talking about that deep down feeling, that sense of purpose. Well, there's this really beautiful Japanese concept for that exact thing. It's called Ikigai, and it's all about finding your personal reason for being. All right, here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll look at those famous four circles you've probably seen online. Then we'll dig into its really surprising origin. After that, we'll get to the heart of the real Ikigai, talk about finding your own reasons, and finally, see how this can become a true philosophy for life.
Okay, let's start with an image that I'm willing to bet you've come across before. It's one that seems to promise this perfect, neat little formula for a meaningful life.
Yep, this one right here. This Venn diagram has been shared millions, and I mean millions of times. It pitches Ikigai as this one single sweet spot, that magical place where what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can get paid for all overlap perfectly.
And you can see why it's so popular, right? The idea of finding that one thing that just ticks all the boxes, it's incredibly appealing. But man, does it create a ton of pressure. It kind of suggests that there's only one right answer out there for you. And if you haven't found it yet, well, you must be doing something wrong.
But here's the twist. What if I told you that this super famous, super viral diagram is basically wrong? That this neat little formula has almost nothing to do with the real, authentic meaning of Ikigai? So if it's not some ancient Japanese wisdom, where in the world did this diagram actually come from? Well, the story is probably not what you're expecting. And here's the key thing you gotta know. This framework, this whole four-circle thing, it is not from Japan. It's actually a pretty recent Western invention. The whole story kicks off in 2011. A Spanish astrologer named Andre Zuzunaga creates a diagram about purpose that looks almost identical. Fast forward to 2014, an entrepreneur named Mark Wynn hears the word Ikigai in a TED Talk. He basically takes that purpose diagram, slaps the word Ikigai on it, and writes a blog post. That post just exploded, and just like that, a global misunderstanding was born.
Look, you don't have to take my word for it. Wynn himself said it. He simply replaced the word purpose with Ikigai, thinking it would be a cool idea. He had no clue it was going to become this massive global phenomenon that totally redefined the term for almost everyone outside of Japan.
Okay, so if the four-circle diagram is out, then what is the real, authentic Japanese understanding of Ikigai? What is this philosophy really all about?
At its heart, Ikigai is way simpler and, honestly, a lot more profound. The word itself breaks down into Iki, which means life, and Gai, which means value or worth. It's really just about the things, big or small, that give you a reason to get up in the morning.
Now, while the idea itself is ancient in Japanese culture, the way we think about it today was really shaped for the modern world not by some blogger or life coach, but by a psychiatrist who was trying to figure out the human search for meaning. Her name was Mieko Kamiya, and she was a psychiatrist who studied leprosy patients, trying to understand how they found meaning even in the face of incredible suffering. In 1966, she wrote the foundational book on the subject. It was her incredible work, not some diagram, that really established what Ikigai means in Japan today. And this, right here, shows you the huge difference. The Western version points to one big career goal that, has to make you money. But the authentic concept, it's a whole spectrum of things. It's about finding value in all kinds of joys in your daily life, and most of them have absolutely nothing to do with money or being impressive. Just like neuroscientist Ken Moji puts it, it's not about your job. Your Ikigai could be a hobby you love, like painting. It could be your relationships, or even just a simple daily ritual that makes you happy. This is such great news, because it means that finding your Ikigai is so much more achievable and way less stressful than that four-circle diagram makes it out to be. It's not something you have to go out and find. It's probably already right there in your daily life. So where do you even start to look? Well, you can find it in the connection you have with your family and friends. You find it in that feeling of flow. When you're so into a project that you just lose all track of time. It's in the quiet feeling of satisfaction you get from helping someone out, or just truly mindfully enjoying that first cup of coffee in the morning. Purpose isn't one big thing. It's 1,000 little things. And what's amazing is that when you start to recognize these different reasons for being, it can have this huge positive effect on your life. It brings a deeper sense of meaning, purpose, freedom, and personal growth. So if you want to start discovering your own sources of Ikigai, you don't need some complicated diagram. You just need to get a little curious about yourself. Think back.
What did you absolutely love doing as a kid before anyone told you what you should be doing? When do you lose track of time now? What gets you energized? And maybe the biggest question, what would you do just for the pure love of it, even if nobody ever paid you or even noticed? The answers to those questions, they point the way.
So, when you get right down to it, understanding the real Ikigai is all about a massive shift in how you see things. It's about trading all that pressure for a little more joy. You can just forget the pressure of that four-circle diagram. Seriously, the real philosophy is so much gentler, it's kinder, and it's something that every single one of us can access. See, it's not some big hunt for something that's missing. It's a practice. It's about paying attention to what's already there. It's about noticing the little things that light you up day by day. Your Ikigai is already woven into the fabric of your life. You just have to start noticing it. And that changes the whole game, doesn't it? It takes it from this stressful, lifelong search for one giant answer and turns it into something you can do right here, right now. So the question isn't for your whole life. It's much simpler. It's for today. Thank you for watching. If you found this useful, do us a favor and hit like and subscribe for more fascinating videos from Plato's Footnote. And hey, we'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback down in the comments. Have a great day.